Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Copper Penny Homestead, formerly known as Jack's Farmland. Come on, boy. Trying to get Copper to come out here so I can update y'all on all the little projects we have going on. Come on, boy. He's scared to come out this door because he's never come out this door before. Come on. Come on, let's go see Dad. Come. Well, come on, boy. Come on. Come on, boy, you can do it. Come on, boy. Come on. I don't know what it is with these dogs. Certain areas of the house just terrify them. This is one of our projects that's going on, as you can see. Most of this tree has fallen. It's quite dead, and it's going to fall on the power lines. So Don's going to try to do this himself. We had an estimate yesterday for $1,100. There comes my friend. But he doesn't, hey boy, good morning. Good morning, Copper. How you doing this morning? Oh, he hears his dad and there he goes. But anyways, we got an estimate yesterday for $1,100 and they would have to unhook the power for up to a few days. And with it being in the 90s, we can't live that way. It's just too hot. And not to mention our freezers would be cut off and everything would spoil. I see a beautiful magnolia flower. I'm gonna see if my awesome husband can cut it down for me so I can bring it in the house. I don't know if you can see it up there. See it right there. Isn't it beautiful? Magnolias are beautiful, but they don't smell as good and vibrant as gardenias. Gardenias are beautiful. But yeah, this is not a safe place for me to be standing right now, because these limbs have been steady falling. So he's going to go get a chainsaw. He has quite a few, but they're old, so he wants a new updated version. He's going to go pick that up today to cut up all this wood out here. And I have some kind of a gadget he wanted coming today that's going to help him get those limbs cut down away from the power line, because he refuses to pay the $1,100 to get it done safely. So just pray that he gets it done and no harm comes to him or anything else. And anyways, I want to show y'all what he's been doing. We are starting 2 new garden areas. One was a small garden area, and I harvested a little bit out of it. It just wasn't big enough to work in. But first you got to see this new cave we have in the yard. It's a big, giant cave. That's compliments of Copper and Penny. Hence the name Copper Penny Homestead, because they run the roost here. But this is going to be my new garden area. I think I'm going to grow some asparagus back here. And I just love my new garden gate. I should give y'all a garden gate tour, because we have plenty of garden gates now. But yeah, this will be a great place to grow vegetables. This is where I grew my cabbage this year. As you can see, the weeds have taken over. But it's going to be great when I get it finished. Be a great fall garden. I just love this new gate. Isn't it cool? I love it. And there's another one here. It goes into the patio area. And then there's another gate over here. There's gates everywhere. We got the doggies a pool for the hot summer days when we're at work, which is only going to be another week for me. I'll get to be off all summer, so they won't get too hot. But my sweet potato vines are coming up everywhere in places I didn't even plant them. They're growing like crazy. The kale has done excellent. The broccolini has done excellent. Everything over here has done great, and it's growing like crazy because we've been getting afternoon thunder showers, and those showers have made everything grow like crazy. I have some little pear tomatoes. The tomato plant itself doesn't look so great. It's a leftover from last year, but the tomatoes on it look great. Look how tall that broccolini got. It's going to seed. I'm getting lots of seeds off of it and saving them for next year. I've harvested almost all of my onions now. They've gotten huge. My tomato bed is looking great. I have tomatoes everywhere. These sunflowers are humongous. I thought this one that was already huge was going to be the biggest. but its friend has outgrown it by 2 feet, almost 3 feet taller. And it has a bloom on the top, very top. That's a huge sunflower head. The chickens are gonna love that. These onions here are not ready yet to harvest. I think those are the last 2 that are not ready yet to harvest. And I have discovered that if you let the tops fall over and just let them lay there for a couple more weeks, the bulbs will get even bigger before you harvest them. So that's what I'm going to do with the remainder of my tomatoes. I mean, onions. There's a big tomato coming in there. These zinnias, they're called candy cane zinnias. They are absolutely beautiful. I have this hummingbird vine, which is quite invasive. It's growing everywhere. Longevity spinach, growing everywhere. This agastache, this stuff has really taken off. Look at this. It is beautiful. The bees love it. And I love it. I eat it in my salads. It tastes really good. And I need to pick some of those heads off and put them in a vase of water and make a flower arrangement so that this doesn't all go to seed. That kale, huge. Cucumbers in there. I'm a little late getting started on almost everything here lately because this broccolini I thought would be gone by now, but it's still growing on. And so I haven't pulled it up yet because I'm going to harvest it to the max. Here's another wild sweet potato. Another big tomato right here. It's going to be a cat head biscuit tomato. I've got Mexican sunflowers coming up in here with the tomatoes, but that's okay. Plenty of room for everyone. My baby chickens are doing great. They're separated from the big birds because the big birds like to kill baby chickens. Strawberries are playing out. They're almost all gone now. We harvested quite a few from there and they were delicious. My hollyhocks are playing out. They're looking crappy right now. But they were good and I ate some of those. My little girls are doing good in here. Look at this double-headed sunflower bloom. This is amazing. It's a double head. I thought that was totally awesome. And then there's another one here coming. But I want to take you around here. My gourds over there did not do well at all. I don't know what's up with them. This cucumber here is just taking off. It's going to take over. And I thought this was a strawberry plant because it's got the exact same kind of leaves. So I'm just going to leave it for a while and see what it does. There's an onion here ready to harvest, but I'm going to let it keep growing till these turn brown. There's a little tomato there. There's a bunch of tomatoes in here. My dill has grown like crazy, and it is going to seed. So I'm going to dry some of that. Where is it? Right there. I'm going to dry some of that. My turmeric and ginger is coming up, growing good. I want to take you around to the front and show you the other garden bed that he is starting for me. Everything in the greenhouse, everything around the greenhouse is growing like a jungle. I have one Jimmy Nardello pepper that's growing that looks like some bugs have gotten in it. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a waste. If it would have been hot, that wouldn't happen, but oh well, I tried. But anyway, everything in here is growing great, getting massive. As you can see, those nasturtiums have grown like crazy. The longevity spinach, the oregano, all of that is growing like crazy in here. I hear Dawn playing with the dogs. Everything's growing good. Anyway, let me take you around and show you the other garden bed we are starting that we have fenced off from the dogs with electrical wire because they will destroy. Oh, look, I have turnips. Turnip greens growing down there at the base of this tub. There's stuff coming up everywhere that I didn't even plant in certain places. Like there's a radish growing right here. There's a radish and a Mexican sunflower. Amazing. Didn't even plant it there. These candy cane zinnias. This is a weeded mess over here. We got to get over here and weed it. These candy cane zinnias are beautiful. Look at that. Just beautiful. And I found out that this plant, which grows wild in my yard, is in the mint family, and it grows everywhere, and you can eat it. And of course, the Biden's alba, it grows everywhere. Seeds are everywhere, all over. These are the kind of seeds that are like hitchhikers. They stick to your clothes, but it grows everywhere, and you can eat it. Let me take you around here and show you this other garden bed. This is the area that we're going to change because the dogs have pretty much destroyed a lot of plants in here. They've smashed my rose bushes, smashed my kunti palm, however you say it. And I have a squash of some sort coming up in the middle of this kunti palm. They have almost killed my shrimp plant. So we're going to change all this so they can't even get over here. And I see I have something coming up over here, lots of seeds, and it's either pumpkin, squash, or the dreaded loofah. Loofahs will be everywhere. So this is the new garden bed over here. Rosemary's doing great. So is my jacaranda tree. It's doing great. Sweet almond's doing great. Cactus did great. We had to trim them back a lot because we had to put a new air conditioning unit in, and it takes up a lot of space. But it cools this place off like you wouldn't believe. But this is why we're going to move all this. Might not move a whole lot of the plants, but we're going to move the whole area so that you can walk out into this new garden area that we're keeping the dogs out of because they will destroy it and dig it all up like that other cave I showed you. So once we get it finished, then we're going to put a fence here, a gate here, and this will be a whole nother garden area. So I'm going to have garden area everywhere. Just hope my back can handle taking care of all of it. But I have all summer to get things done. It's going to be great. But I just want to update y'all on the things Don's been doing. Most of my jobs are done in the house right now, keeping it clean with these big giant pups we have. And all the dirt they track in. They track in a lot of dirt. That morning glory vine's going to take over and it's going to bloom and be beautiful. I like to let things grow. People say, oh no, take it out, it's invasive, it's going to destroy the habitat, it's going to destroy the ecosystem. I've been here 40 something years and nothing has destroyed this habitat yet. So I let it grow, and if it's edible, I'm definitely going to let it grow. Because there's so many things you can eat. You can eat rose petals, you can eat spiderwort, which is these purple flowers over here. You can make a tea with those. You can eat the flowers. You can eat every part of that plant in your salads or however you want to eat them. So that's anything you can eat. I'm game for growing. And I went to a car show 2 weeks ago, and a lady that ran the greenhouse there named Maggie, she gave me three free plants. Two of these mother of thousands or something like that, which is a succulent, and this awesome Cuban oregano. I love Cuban oregano. It's so good on pizza, it's good in spaghetti, it's good in your salads, it's all good. But anyway, that's what's growing on here at Copper Penny Homestead. Penny's in the house hiding out, staying cool. And Don's fixing to go get his chainsaw like a kid in the candy store. A new toy for the boy. He's gonna love it. And I'm gonna love working in my new garden area. I'm planting more. Oh, I think I should take you out back and let you see what's going on in the old chicken coop. In the old chicken coop, before he tears it down, I threw some seeds. Watermelon seeds, cucumber seeds, tomato seeds, well, plant. And let me show you what I discovered the other day when I was out there. Mind you, I've been going out there watering those plants a lot, and The weeds out there have just taken over, but they're pretty beneficial weeds. There's wheat, and there is, what's that other one? Rye. There's wheat and rye growing out there. I was in shock when I saw it. I was like, wow. And I know that came from the chickens. When we fed them, the seeds just started growing like crazy, and that's very beneficial. But this whole area is a weed haven now with a lot of dog fennel. So once he strings up a piece of fence back there in the back, we're going to let the chickens roam out here for a little while and knock all these weeds down. I just got to keep them away from my watermelon and my cucumbers and stuff. Look at this. There's watermelons growing in here. That's huge. There's a big watermelon right there. These are the strawberry watermelons from Baker Creek Seed Company. Here's one right here. So far I've only found 2. There was another baby one on here, but it fell off. I guess it didn't get pollinated. Why, I don't know. There's all kinds of bees out here. There's big marigolds growing out here. Tomato. Lots of weeds. There was aphids all over that weed right there. And I discovered there were some ladybugs out there eating them. Got some more marigolds growing over there. And this wheat. Look at this wheat. Who wants to make bread? More cucumbers. And this sweet potato vine coming up, growing like crazy. And I don't remember planting a sweet potato out here, but that's possible. I probably gave one to the chickens to eat when they were out here, and it grew. Imagine that. So that's what's growing on out here in this chicken coop, but he's going to let me keep it until I harvest this stuff, and then he's going to tear all this down. And there's a squash growing right here. But once I harvest it all, this will all be gone. Another chapter in our life that will close. It was fun while it lasted. But out here, away from the house so far, we lost a lot of chickens to a possum that was just literally, they were disappearing. Didn't leave any trace behind. So, and even with this net, so the hawks didn't get them. Possums got them. I don't know how they got in there, but they got them. And I mean, we lost all of our big white, beautiful Brahmas, not all of our orange. Yeah, all of our orange and black Brahmas gone. It was very heartbreaking. But anyway, that was some fertile ground in there from the chickens being in there, so that's what we're using it for. Take advantage of it. And he started me another compost area right here. And we're going to close that up and make it, legit. And the dogs used to come out here every day. This is where they stayed while we were at work, but now they have a whole nother area of the yard to stay in. And this is where the chickens come out in the evenings to forage, so that they can get bugs and stuff and make their eggs healthier. I hope y'all have a beautiful Sunday. It's hot here. It's a little windy, partly cloudy, very muggy, very humid. Girls won't come out until this afternoon because I can't really keep an eye on them with hawks around. How you doing, girls? Yeah, they're all just chilling because it's hot. I see y'all in there. But y'all have a great great afternoon, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to click the thumbs up and subscribe. Happy Sunday from Copper Penny Homestead.